Hi everyone, it's Lindsay and it's day 91 of my weight loss diary. This week I'm going to try and reduce this number by weighing in on video. But before that, let's check out a few things I made this week. I don't have any food prepped right now. I need to make some food prep. I really just want to be lazy and not make food. And I want to eat stuff that I shouldn't eat, but that's pretty normal for me. So as you can see, I just have like tons of condiments right now. I was thinking I have things that maybe I could turn into food. I have some spinach. Maybe I can do something with that. I could do curry. I have some tofu. Not sure what I have in these cabinets. This is Jeff's stuff. I don't know how I feel about this. You ever have a whole bunch of stuff in your cabinets and you're like, there's nothing to eat in the house? This is kind of how I feel right now. This is how Jeff lives his life, if you guys are curious. Just chili, garlic, hot sauce on everything. There's my ramen stash. I got some cashews, some stir-fry rice noodles, PB2. I got all these seasonings. That helps turn stuff into food. Hello there, freezer. There's some Brussels sprouts. Maybe I could turn that into food. Cauliflower, frozen cherries, bunch of broccoli, some more peas. I always have these chopped onions because I don't like cutting onions because it bothers my eyes too much. I'm a big wuss when it comes to that. These are Jeff's beans. I should probably eat more beans. I just am not into beans though. This will do things. I can do stuff with that. What to do? All this food, but I feel like I have no food. I need to make a bunch of food, but guess what? I don't feel like making a bunch of food. But that's part of being an adult, is you just make a bunch of food. And you don't feel like making a bunch of food, you go to work when you don't feel like going to work, you clean your house when you don't feel like cleaning your house. That is what being an adult is all about. I feel like I don't have any food in the house. How ridiculous is that? I have all this food. Just like pretty much everyone else, if I have fresh vegetables in my fridge, there's a good chance they're not going to get made. So I keep frozen vegetables all the time. Frozen vegetables are my best friend. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do here. I got stuff. I got seasonings. Maybe I can cook something. So I have a few things going at this moment. This is Brussels sprouts, cauliflower, and cherries with balsamic and thyme and a little bit of salt, a little bit of olive oil. I've done this in the past with grapes, so it's kind of experimental with the cherries. My mother-in-law did a similar recipe, and that's kind of a take on what she's done. Hers was a little bit more advanced, had like Dijon mustard and some other stuff in it. A word of advice, stick with the grapes. I did try and eat a little bit, and there's a reason they use grapes. I might end up picking these cherries out, but otherwise it turned out okay. Here I have some rice noodles cooking. I think I'm gonna make some spring rolls. I think these Mexican wraps will work. Usually I have the Asian version, but they look like they're the same thing. They're just advertised differently. So we'll see. So I have a spicy basil type thing going on here, but I use some red curry paste, some of this chili paste with holy basil. You gotta use it sparingly. I think I went a little heavy, but I can handle spicy, sort of. And then I'm gonna put this bag of onions and peppers. I got spinach and onion in there already. I put a little bit of soy sauce, a little bit of brown sugar, some basil, some garlic powder, and of course you got a salt to taste with pretty much anything. And then I'm gonna just fill it with crap loads of broccoli. And hopefully it turns out. Spicy basil is almost done. And I am going to make some tofu slabs. I learned how to make tofu this way from a YouTuber called Vegan Zombie. So the tofu is almost done. Fun times. Here are my spring rolls. I made them with rice noodles and spinach, just kind of working with what I have. Normally I would put carrots in it, but I don't have any carrots. And I'm going to dip it in this sauce. It's just powdered peanut butter, or PB2, mixed with Mayploy sweet chili sauce. It's not low calorie for the sauce, but you know, you're not going to eat like bucket loads of sauce, right? And I just mix it even amounts for the most part and then add a little water until it's the consistency that I want. And it tastes really good with the spring rolls. I started the week at 159.2 and I ended the week at 160.2. So I did go up a pound, but it's probably just water retention. Last week was my lowest since starting my weight loss diary, and I only ate an average of 1,600 calories a day, so I feel like I'm on track and everything is all bueno. All bueno? All good. It was kind of a weird week. Jeff was out of town on a meditation retreat, so I had the house to myself quite a bit. It was a bit lonely. I wasn't a big fan of that, but I was happy for him, and I respect that he was willing to put himself through the rigorous training of sitting and meditating every day. I went to visit my good friend Laura, who lives about 4 hours away. There's always extra temptation when I go to visit Laura, just because we end up going out a lot of times. We did go out and eat Thai food the one day, and then ice cream happens a lot when I go visit her, but I didn't go too crazy or anything while I was there. I also get really good ideas from Laura though. She was the one that told me about that ramen. Take the ramen packets and mix it with a bunch of vegetables. And I got a new idea from her this week because we had a Mexican feast on Friday night, and it was pretty awesome, and I'm probably going to recreate it at some point. So it was like, you know, pico de gallo, some guacamole, Mexican rice, veggie crumbles with taco seasonings, and it's still pretty low calorie because, you know, you don't have to use a bunch of oil in that stuff. Sure, if you go to a Mexican restaurant, they're probably using a bunch of oil, but if you make it at home, you can control all that, and it was phenomenal. Phenomenal. I got to see several of my cousins this week, and a few people mentioned that they've watched my videos, at least maybe one or two here or there, and I really appreciate that you guys take the time to at least check out the video, because I'm hoping that by sharing what I'm going through, that it can help inspire someone else to take their health into their hands. And anytime I hear about what other people are doing, it helps me as well. My cousin and his wife signed up for a half marathon. That's one of the things they're doing to try and keep healthy. And I know another one of my cousins was talking about how she would walk regularly, but you know, it's harder to do in the wintertime. And I also experienced that. Like, I don't want to go outside. It's like 17 degrees. I've done it a couple times this winter, but it's 17 degrees, I think, today. So the thing that helps me is that I have my personal trainer, so at least I'm working out those 2 days a week. But I have a feeling that I will have a lot more success once spring hits, because I'll want to get outside and I'll want to go hiking. So anyway, thanks everyone for watching again this week, and please take a moment to like and subscribe, hit the bell notification so you get notified every time I post a video. I post every single Monday at 2:30. If you have any comments or suggestions, or if you want to share anything that you're doing to help you on your weight loss Please just comment below. I'd love to hear people's ideas, what you're doing and what you enjoy and what helps keep you on track. Thanks again, and I'll see you next week. Bibby, stop scratching everything up.